Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I'd like to share with you something really important for Wing Chun can move into a new paradigm. See, it is a tragic that Wing Chun today is filled with a lot of flaw, holes in it. Now, telling you all of this is not about I know it all, I'm better than you. In fact, telling you this, I feel really scary myself because I don't like what I share with you to be used for violence. Like in the past, at least decades, we actually suffocate Wing Chun with violence, hatred. Who is better? And that is a toxic in the mind or in the heart, which provoke people get into the destructive competitions and end up the people is not progressing in the proper directions. The art of Wing Chun doesn't go progress in the proper directions. So I myself seeing all of this and I really don't want whatever I share with you in this channel or in my book to be used for violence. I'm here to share so that those who like to learn know there are in-depth stuff in Wing Chun that we must uh, dig into. And there are future stuff which is we need to study, we need to learn from the world. And also this violence and hatred heart must go. Otherwise, we are creating a really problematic mindset for ourselves. So that is the first thing must go if we want to have a healthy Wing Chun. And I hope that everybody can be a grandmaster and have a healthy mindset. It doesn't matter what lineage. Lineage doesn't matter. What matters is a healthy mindset, a constructive type of teaching. Or else we actually polluted or toxify people. That is not proper. So this heart, this mindset, we need to be careful. As a Buddhist, if we believe that Wing Chun is from the Shaolin, is from Buddhist, which is in the history we can prove that, or even from Mei, it is belong to the Buddhist Bodhidharma, the Buddha Dharma. We need to know that if we commit violence, like killing karma, even if you are army general, do it for proper. you're going to have your next life filled with sickness and suffering because that is caused by killing karma. Okay? I myself don't enjoy this body because of a diabetic type 1, all kinds of stuff. That's why my teacher told me, hey Hendrik, that's your killing karma. You need to pay for it. You do it proper or not proper, still killing is killing. Well, if you look into the Buddhist point of view, that's what it is. And because I'm part of those Qi Ji Guang stuff, that's why I remember. If you want to look it into uh, the, 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 the Buddhist way of thinking. Now, disregard of you want to look at the Buddhist way or not Buddhist way, it is better that we get ourselves clean, okay? Otherwise, we don't live peacefully in this world. That's important for everybody. Now, in the past 100 something years, the structure which is influenced today's uh, Wing Chun is a misdirection. It is a very basic stuff. It never get to the proper martial arts training. For basic, you train in structure, you train in balance, you train in the elbow, immobile elbow power, you train in like clamping your knee, you train in standing one leg to make to train your shooting tao, even though it is not effective, it is can serve as a basic. The real deal, since general Qi Ji Guang is momentum, that is the real world. So if you train in structure, you look for balance. In momentum, tell you there is no balance there. It is dynamic stability, dynamic balancing. It's not static balancing like we do today. You look at all this Wing Chun practice, the static structure balance. It is not that. It is dynamic balance. So you miss that thing from momentum, you miss it, you take it as structure, you already travel in the different directions. The dynamic balance, you miss that, you thought about like I standing in one leg doing Xiu Lim Tao. You go for the other directions, which is not going to be applicable in the real life, in the real fight. Okay. Now you talk about immobile elbow. Okay, the Wing Chun power. Guess what? If you're going down to the ground, playing with our friend in jiu-jitsu or restaurant, it is this shoulder blade and upper arm which is having the most power. That elbow, that triangle here, it doesn't have anything solid. So if you look into like the jujitsu, wrestler, or grappling, it is this part, this triangle, this triangle, okay? Shoulder blade, upper arm, shoulder, this triangle, not this upper arm, elbow triangle. No, if I draw a triangle here, you can keep training this triangle here, but you miss the real triangle here that set your destinations that you cannot do it once it get close. Same thing with this knee. The triangle between the knee, the upper uh, thigh and the lower thigh here, the leg here. Like people in Wing Chun love to clamping the knee, talking about clamping knee power. That too is problematic because the real power is again is between this hip joints as the center, the triangle here, the butt area and the thigh, this triangle. Okay, so if I pull like that, it is this triangle. If you're using this hip joint here, okay, and the thigh and the butt here, you draw a triangle. That is what it is. So you look at people when they're going down to the ground, it is this part they play a lot, their strength is from. And this part, once you are locked, you're over. So when Wing Chun lost this triangle, okay, this triangle, the upper body triangle, the lower body triangle, but sidetrack into this triangle, it's over. Game is over. You cannot use your body properly. Your training do not lead you to a proper handling of the entire body. As we know, the entire body has 7 bowls, as I share in my other YouTube. You have 7 bowls. Okay? Now, so again, how are you going to fight in the real world? When it is momentum, it is this triangle, this big joints handling, not this handling. Of course, you cannot handle it. And that's reality. Even the grip, the grip like lap style, the grip is not you gripping it like this. It's not like if you have a tower, you grip, strengthen your hand, you're gripping like this, the lap like this. No, it is like what? It is like when you squeeze a tower, that type of uh, that type of gripping, that kind of soft type of gripping. So when you play with joints, it is this type of gripping. It's not grab, pull, those kind of things. So this is just the hand. How you handle this, how you handle this. Okay? If you lock like that, you grip like this, you just lock your own self. But it is this type of stuff. where you can connect to him and playing the joint lock and so forth. So you see, there are so many things beside what I share with you on the breathing and so forth, so forth. So if this is not clear up, not fixed, you don't have any, you don't have a function system. You don't. And sometimes people even talk about Wing Chun have fast hand. So if you have a fast hand, you are not afraid of legs. Well, it is not true. You can see it from 1975 Kyokushin versus Wing Chun, and with the 1996 Wing Chun get taken down in the UFC, so forth. So all this basic stuff need to be understood and need to be restored, or else it really doesn't work. So you can practice Xiu Lim Tao with one single leg. Well, it looks good in the South Brother movies. Are you really sure that type of balance is useful when you face a Thai boxer, all dynamic? When you face a BJJ, will take you down? Well, what is that good for? So, this is what I like to share with you today. The world is much deeper and much wider than what we think. Unless we sort out all these things, as what I share with you a little bit today, and keeping progress, we are just open a school and then using the student as the opponent, performing whatever we like to perform, and as we call it our way of Wing Chun style. Look at that, isn't it that way? When you get into the Kyokushin Open, when you get to MMA, when you get into Thai boxing ring, when you get into the BJJ ring, you don't have anything to fight others. All the techniques you use in your school on Wing Chun is only good for your student. And lately, you can see that many schools starting to using BJJ techniques, Western boxing techniques, say wrestling techniques, teaching their student that way. Well, face it, those are not Wing Chun. You don't have your characteristics. What is the point of practice Shu Lim Tao then? What is the point to practice Chi Sao then? Well, you know that the Shu Lim Tao and the Chi Sao, it really practically doesn't work because it belongs to the structure world, the balance world. It is not belong to the momentum world or dynamic balance world. It is living in the two different worlds. So this is what I like to share with you. I know what I share with you today is probably is hard for everybody. But it is honest words. After 52 years in Wing Chun, we cannot live it this way. We cannot leading the young generations to go this way because it is not constructive. Not to mention in the Buddhist way, if you using a Buddhist standard, that's not something we want to do. So me is Buddhist number one, Wing Chuner number two. I cannot really tell you something which is not, which is violating the Buddhist belief. Because the ancestor of Wing Chun is also a Buddhist. And we really hope that everybody doing good. Everybody is constructive, positive, and everybody grow. Everybody can be a grandmaster. That is the idea, but not missing whatever I share with you in this YouTube and going all over the place and thinking we know the truth, which is we really don't know.